Joshua. Who'd you talk to?
Lou, check. How's it going? Well, it actually took a while for me to find someone to interview, unfortunately. I interviewed some people on the San Antonio Film Commission. No one got back to me. But I'm a part of this group on Facebook called San Antonio Film. So I just submitted, like, hey, I'm from SAC and I'm looking for someone to interview. And right after that, a couple of people messaged me, but one that caught my eye was a person by the name of Taylor James Johnson. He's more of like a freelance worker, but he's dabbled both in radio and film. He's done work with KTSA Radio and KTFM. He's also done some podcasts with a couple of celebrities. I think one of them was Seth Rogen. Yeah, I thought that was pretty interesting as well. And he's done work for ESPN as well. Right now, he's currently focusing on his independent work, such as his short films, documentaries, his feature-length films, and stuff like that. During the interview, he had told me just a couple of weeks back he had quit radio just because he didn't really like the environment. It was kind of like a dying business, as so he'd said. So, but yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't do the interview. I just played some work, being that he edits. Yeah, yeah, that and well, as far as film, he edits his films in like a private office, so I couldn't really go see him do all that stuff that he does on a typical day.
Did he say what he used then? Like what software?
Yeah, actually we had a kind of quite a long discussion what kind of video editing software he uses. He actually uses Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
Which the
industry standard.
Yeah. I told him that I use Final Cut Pro. Right now I use Vegas Pro 13 though. So you never heard of it? Mm-hmm. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's
better than Final Cut.
I would say there's a lot of similarities to it, but I'll always be a Final Cut guy since I first started with that.
Yeah.
But it was just pretty interesting. The whole interview. We talked about some of the work that he did. He's done a couple of commercials because he is a freelancer, so he just the way he gets paid is through clients. So he also told me that
How does he find his work? Did he say?
He usually puts himself out there, telling people, this is my work. I could do this and that, and on top of that, people want to hire him because of his work.
Word him out.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember who he did a commercial for. He was telling me about one commercial he did about an amusement park for handicapped people.
Morgan's Wonderland.
Yes, Morgan's Wonderland. Yeah, he did a commercial about them and asked them like, oh, well, how did you do it? Did you write a script or anything like that? And because I'm into like script writing too, so I wanted to see if like compare and all that stuff. Yeah, and he actually said that he when it comes to commercials like that, for the client, he actually tries to interview the client and let it speak for itself instead of writing a script.
More natural.
Yeah. See, because it's really just about the client when you're trying to, make commercials for a product or something. So when you're writing a script for a commercial for a product, it's really what the client has to say instead of you speaking your own words about that product. So he was just telling me a little bit of information.
More documentary style.
Yeah, like a little information about like how to go about finding clients and what to do as far as working with clients and all that, and then so
I want just let me press pause for a second. You know that San Antonio Film Commission, which is part of the San Antonio Visitor and Convention Bureau, they have a San Antonio Film webpage where you can list your, like if you're a freelance camera person, grip, script writer, whatever, it's almost like a freelance resource area they have on that website.
That's awesome.
Right? Yeah. So you ought to put your name in. And let people know, because that's why when someone's looking for someone to hire, then you're on the list.
Okay, so I know. We also went on to talk about some of the inspirations that he has towards his films. He had to tell, he told me that basically when you go into filmmaking and you're trying to find inspiration, sort of let life produce a film, like what you have in front of you. Film that. Since that's like the easiest, to go off of.
Do you have any favorite filmmakers, people whose work he enjoys or would like to aim for that?
Man, I would love to work with Christopher Nolan. He's one of my favorite directors. Really, really.
And what names some of his films? Memento, right?
One of the newest films he made was Interstellar.
Yeah.
That one was really, really, really good. And
he
actually
did Memento, right? Christopher Nolan. I'm pretty sure that was one of his first.
Yeah,
ones.
and that film was actually I think one of the last films that were shot on film stock.
Huh.
Since
Digital.
film's going into digital now.
Yeah.
I asked about internships, and he didn't really say anything about internships. He said, as far as internships go, you really just, since we live in San Antonio, you really just want to just try to be a part of anything as far as film. So if someone's producing a film, as far as casting calls or lighting or just giving people coffee, just be on the set, experience, and learn from that. 'Cause it's all about connection, really. If you want to go far in the film industry, you really just have to be connected with people. So, the advice, when I asked him for advice, any advice for a newcomer filmmaker, he said that if you are considering anything else, like if you say oh, I want to be a veterinarian too, you might want to just be a veterinarian, because the film industry is very, very, very hard to get into. It's a very tough field to get into, very, very hard to have money coming in, because as of any art, there's going to be times where there's no business coming through. But he also told me through those dark times, you let that be inspiration for you to go out there and make of it, make money off of that and all that stuff. So yeah, it was a really good experience. It was really awesome. I mean, it was unfortunate that I wasn't there to look at him edit films or look at his work and all that stuff. But it was really inspirational just to talk to someone who's been in the field and who's done it. It's
And what
really
about
awesome.
Sam, the nervous mother here? Did you follow up with the other people who said they talked to you? You said that you put it on Facebook and Twitter.
Oh yes. After I said yes. I settled a date and a time. A few other people messaged me, and they're like, I dabbled with cinema and some short films, and I would love for you to interview me. And I had told him, I'm sorry, I already found someone to interview, but I had told him that I will get back to them later if I
I would definitely follow up, because again, it's all about those connections. Even though you got this project done, you don't have to write a paper or anything, but just go talk to them and spend time with them, because you never know where that might lead.
Yeah, it was pretty
Good.
Sweet.
Follow up